Depression is a specific entity. It's sometimes hard to capture what it is because the idea is that it's a certain way of feeling. But when you're a psychiatrist diagnosing somebody with depression, it looks and sounds and manifests in a certain way. We do send people for certain basic blood tests to make sure there isn't a physical deficiency, because sometimes having certain deficiencies can contribute to a depression, but the bulk of the diagnosis is going to be made on what we call a clinical interview. So just sitting down with a doctor and going through a relatively standard set of questions.
The diagnosis of depression from my first therapist, it was just based on the answers I was giving her, what I was telling her. I don't remember the specific questions, but it was about my outlook on life. Like, was the glass, half empty or half full? The glass for me was, often half empty.
Once the early screening questions are answered and it's clear that we're talking about a mood disorder, the diagnosis is more about the person's experiences at the time that they're meeting with the psychiatrist. What is their sleep like? What is their appetite like? What is their level of functioning like? How are they thinking about the future? Do they have suicidal thoughts and things like that? Early in my career, I was actually surprised at how many people are actually relieved to hear that the thing that they've been experiencing has a name and it's very well recognized.
After several visits, she said to me, "You are depressed." It was just hearing that word and identifying what my experience was that was a turning point.
If it's something that's recognized and known, it actually points to the fact that we know what to do about it. And that's how I think about it, which is I actually think it's a good thing when I can quickly come to a diagnosis, because that is, I think, the first sign of hope that there is treatment.